overlapped each other, and a third. We've got 1, 2, 3 singles, but nobody has gone in the drink. Nobody is overboard. Nobody is harmed. It looks like bow number 1 and 2 collided. Who's in the lead? What bow number? Bow number 1. All right, so we have Eliot Putnam. He's a BC law student, class of 2024. He was second at the 2022 Summer Nationals. Good for him. He raced in the men's quad back in the day, trying to qualify the boat for the Tokyo Olympics. It didn't happen, but here he is now, bow number 1, really followed very, very closely by bows 2 and 3. Ellen, who do we have in bow 2?
Bow 2 is Chris Carlson, the California sculler.
Yep.
He's having a bit of a tussle there with bow number 3.
Ezra Carlson is pouring it on. Green racing, you can see a green stripe on his boat. All right, Ezra, if he takes the inside line, he might pass. Coming around this bend, he is motoring.
Yeah, he's taken up the stroke rating. He went a little bit wide to avoid that collision earlier and did a great job getting back on course. And really, he'll be looking to overtake bow number 2 momentarily.
And here we have, I believe it's Kevin Mader from Riverside. Go Stripes is what he says. And again, we see him on the river day in and day out. Kevin Mader from Riverside. He's always fast. Look at him go.
And the next green racing project is sculler is Jack Reed. He's approaching closer to the Cambridge shore here in the dark jersey with the
looks like he got pushed off of course by bow number. But he did exactly what you do with an oncoming crew. That is sportsmanship, ladies and gentlemen, when you move aside for an oncoming crew. Good for you, Jack Reed.
And it's his own teammate, Luke Rain, another sculler from the Green Racing.
All right, Green Racing.
They train at the Craftsbury Training Center up in Craftsbury Common, Vermont. It's an outstanding training center for top elite scullers.
And then, Ellen, we got to flip the page here for bow number 8, and it's Michael Nippen from Cal Rowing. He rows for Mike Tatey. He was the 5 seed of the U.S. men's 8 this year, Michael Nippen. It's really unusual for an 8s athlete to be so proficient in the single. It's really wonderful, and a lot of these coaches are doing that to increase the versatility and skill level.
And right out in front, bow number 9 from Saugatuck, they have moved through bow number 7, and that is the Minnesota sculler, Adam Randall. Adam Randall getting passed by Saugatuck, Casey Fuller. Both are clear in the Eliot Bridge, and right behind them is bow number 13, Rowhouse from Miami, Florida.
He was an Olympic single sculler at the Tokyo 2020 Games representing Peru. All right, everybody, a round of applause for our Peruvian athlete here. Look at him go. And he's past bow number 12, Ellen.
And that's Penn AC in the MPOCR. That's Jerry Harrison, a Dadvale gold medalist this year.
Yep, and he's past bow number 11, Casey Hauschel from Riverside.
And 10 wide is the Peterborough sculler from Ontario. This is Daniel Bullock. He was in 3rd place last year. He climbs trees by day, so climbing up the course. Well done, red hull, green jersey.
And this is Tom Pezic, who was on the national team back in like 2012.
Yeah.
Maybe even before that. And he is looking to say, you know what? Move over, youngsters.
And he's in the yellow hull, just entering the Eliot Bridge right now. But out in front of Cambridge Boat Club right now is bow 14, the British Army, Steve Cox from Great Britain. Bow 17 is charging on the buoy line, another Green Racing Project sculler. What a field for Green Racing Project today. Tom Foltz.
And he's been, our British sculler has been on the World Championship team too, Ellen, many, many times. Before and after joining the British Army.
Bow 19, rowing with Cambridge Boat Club blades. That's Andrew LaRue from the men's senior team from this year. Rows out of the California Rowing Club.
All right, and
bow 21 is trying to make a move from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Isaiah Harrison, the youth winner and course record holder.
So Isaiah Harrison was also a silver medalist at the U23 World Championships. He is arguably stunning
So number 18, Chris Clark from Tyrion is competing against his former club, Leander, with Jack Keating in the number 20 spot. Both going very nicely through the bridge, but Jack Keating continuing to press very, very hard to make sure that everybody gets that line.
This is going to be really interesting to see what Isaiah Harrison does. He is a very, very young sculler on the scene. He's had to fight his way through a number of bow numbers, and as soon as we get any information, we'll see if he can hang with the U.S. scullers. That's really exciting. Bow 23 is Sam Melvin. He was the 2019 U23 World Champion in the lightweight men's single, a very, very accomplished sculler. All right, it may be, ladies and gentlemen, we see a bow 1 coming around. We believe that the lightweight men have now passed some heavyweight men. And it looks like from Oxford Brooks, we've got Jamie Copus from the UK in the yellow boat, bow number 1. He has passed bow number 22 of the race before. Bow number 22, Ellen, is Union Max von Frank. And then we've got bows 24 from New York, 24, sorry. Another British rower, Ri Zhu. Welcome. And then bow number 16, Ellen.
All the way from the Caribbean, the Nassau sculler, Darren Smith, started rowing at Ithaca and is now taking a turn at the Charles.
Fantastic. He was also at the World Championships as well, Ellen. And we got bow number 2 in the lightweight men's single, the classic Riverside stripes, Ellen. It's Alex Twist. He says he's here for a good time and a long time. I think he means he's here for a good time and as short a time as possible.
Exactly.
All right, crowding around the bend, we've got bows 3, 4, and 5. Pretty evenly spaced, I'd have to say, Ellen.
Yeah, bow number 3 is unaffiliated, Hugh McAdam.
He says he's getting too old for this, but he's maintaining his line. He's maintaining his speed. All right, Hugh McAdam, keep it going.
Bow number 4, again, the Riverside sculler, Ashton Knight. These are our lightweight singles. This will be the Ernie Arlett Trophy. Course record is set by Paul Fuchs back in 1984. Come on, man, knock that record off.
This is Sean Richardson, bow number 5 from Riverside. He, too, was on the U.S. team in the lightweight men's quad. All right, now from Evergreen, we've got Cooper Tuckerman. He's a current Dartmouth lightweight, 4-time national team member on the U19 and U23 teams from Dartmouth. All right, coming around the bend.
That's bow number 8, another entry from Row House from Miami, Florida. Rodriguez Silva Urbana.
And he is, he's past bow number 6. Bow number 6 is from Oklahoma, Hilton Park. Born and raised in Oklahoma. All right, out of Seattle Scullers, bow number 11, David Oren Smith. He's a 5-time U.S. national team member, a 2T1 bronze twice, and was an IRA champion. David Oren Smith, bow number 11.
Also quite an accomplished artist.
Really?
Yes. 7 on the outside. Now, bow number 7 is on the outside. That's the Cincinnati sculler, Tristan Height. His 3rd race at the Charles, first time in the single. And bow number 13 on the inside, moving up very nicely, is the Potomac sculler, Andrew Weinstein.
He's part of the high performance group, so they like to really, test their speed on these longer races. But he's moving his way through the pack very nicely.
10 in the turquoise hull is the Trinity sculler, Tyler Gillette. He's a student at Trinity, just 21 years old here in the lightweight single.
Good for him.
And he's opened up a nice gap between himself and bow number 14, the Marietta Training Center, Joseph Madrid.
And
captain of the crew there.
And Trinity is now, go Bantams, coming under the bridge.
Bow 19 is a British crew? No, Canadian, sorry, Gulf. 19 yeah. 19 first. And then...
All right, and we got bow number 19, our friends to the north, Ellen, from Canada, Curtis Sobkowicz. He's a former high school rower. And he has completed a PhD in epidemiology. Okay, and he has passed Diego Delgado from Vesper Boat Club. Diego recently won the men's lightweight single at IDRs, and he is trying to represent the Puerto Rican national team in the future on an international stage. Bow 18.
And following him as bow number 17, as we said earlier, the red field with the white star, that's the Potomac Boat Club. This is James Gallagher, an active duty Army officer that loves to row. Thank you for your service and have a great
Thank you,
head of the
Potomac.
Charles.
Bow number 17.
Bow number 12 is now approaching the red and blue blades. Bow number 12 are the Bachelor's barge colors. This is Sanja Mocha. Previously rowed for the Temple University Lightweights and competed for Miami Beach Rowing Club back in the day. And he'll have the opportunity to row solo through the Eliot Bridge as well. Just a nice gap opening between him and the next sculler, which is looked to be like Riverside. What bow number? 16? Bow number 16, the Riverside sculler, Stefan Suarez, a Colorado native. Riverside. Yeah, we have one sculler left there. How's it going, Nick? Yeah, good. No, it wasn't bad. It was like borderline. It was like PG-13. Yeah. Something like that. PG-13. Yeah, there you go. But I think we still have one sculler to come down the course, Mary, unless there's been a scratch that we don't know about. We're still looking for one Riverside entry.
I think so, but in the meanwhile, I am going to preview the women's singles because this is going to be so great, so fun, stocked with and